Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today, we're going to be talking about reasons why an international company should sell to the US retail chain store market beyond the fact that it's just a cool place to sell and it's very big. This little training will give you some things to think about in regards to the reasons an international company should sell to US retail chains. With that said, let's get started on today's training. Hey everyone, this is Karen Waksman, founder of Retail MBA. Today, we're going to be talking about something that's been asked of me a lot lately, and it's about the state of retail and chain stores and what I think is next, and basically what I think is going to happen with these chain stores. And so the reason I'm creating this is because a lot of you are nervous about basically selling at the big stores versus selling online and so forth because of the bankruptcies and stuff that you've been seeing and Amazon and just a lot of confusion. I created a video similar to this when COVID hit. And so like a while back. And so I wanted to start creating these types of interactions with you because I don't see you that much. Honestly, I have been speaking on stages for the entire length of this business, 14 years, and decided that I'm going to chill, start creating stuff more publicly online, and also do more of my personalized events just to be able to share a lot more and just be more intimate with you. And that's what we're doing today. A little background about me. I have been selling to big chain stores since early 2000s as a manufacturer's rep. Eventually, I started teaching my time-tested, proven methodologies to people all over the globe. As a side project, I was just helping people succeed. It started out with a book, and then it turned into a course, and then coaching. Then we are now a rep agency. We're now a company that sells education. We have over 50-something programs or more at this moment. And we do a lot of stuff helping people generate revenue with their consumer products brands. And so that's what we do. And a bunch of other stuff, obviously events and all the goodies. So that's what, just giving you a little background about me. So about the state of chain stores and what's going on, there's a lot of retailers moving around and shifting around. And there's a lot of concern about the category as a whole. So here's the deal, guys. I knew that when COVID hit, a lot of people would go to stores too. Not all of you stay home and go on the internet. Not all of you do that. There's a huge population of people who physically like to get into their cars and go kick it at a mall or whatever. They like to hang out and they like to maybe walk their kids in a mall or wherever it is. They like to shop because they're in a bad mood. There's lots of reasons why people go to a retailer beyond complete and total comfort. Maybe they just need something and they want to look at it and they touch it and feel it. Yes, there's a lot of movement online, but there's still a lot of people who like that interaction. And when COVID hit, it showed me that it's true. A lot of people spend a lot of times at certain retailers, not all of them, but there was a lot that were very much successful and some that weren't. Now, and I will be argued with because some of you will say, oh, there's so many companies that went under during that time. And I'll say there's some companies that went under, and then there's some companies that crushed it. So we can argue about that later. What I'm trying to say to you is this. Retailers are here. They're going to stay around at least through your lifetime. Where they're going to hit is they're going to be in physical locations, maybe a lot more online for sure, because it's easy to ship and all sorts of stuff. But again, even if they decided to go the online full-blown route, they generally know that the real money is also in physical stores, also because of the fact that you can make more money when it turns into kind of a distribution center. Look at Home Depot. They have a physical store and then they have a back area where they have all the storage and then they can ship to clients faster. It's a better user experience. There's a lot of reasons why these retailers are keeping their stores. There's a lot of benefit. You can get the products out there faster, which the online retailers have different experiences with because there's a lot of products that are heavy. Shipping is a pain. It's killing the planet. There's lots of things going on. The retailers are here for a while. Now, yes, there are some that are getting stomped all over because maybe they're spending too much. Maybe they're making mistakes. Maybe their CEO came in and something happened. Whatever it is, that happens with a lot of businesses anyways, right? But the bigger brands who've been around a long time, a lot of them will fight. Case in point, Walmart. When Amazon showed up, did you know that Walmart called all of the top Amazon sellers and said, come over to our platform, come over to Walmart.com. They got inundated with calls from Walmart offering the opportunity to be on their website when all that went down. Why? Because they are not going to lose market share. And Amazon people like the internet, so maybe they will go put it on their site, and they are proven online. And so it was a win for Walmart, and also it was a way to take out their competition. Now, today, there's marketplaces all over the place because Walmart essentially created a marketplace and all sorts of other stuff because of the fact that they couldn't commit to paying for every product that came over. So they created marketplaces. There's lots of reasons they created a marketplace, but the essential difference between Walmart.com and a Walmart marketplace is Walmart.com buyers are buying products from you and putting it on their website. And Walmart Marketplace, you fill out a form. If they approve you, you can be on their site on Walmart.com, but you are not a vendor of record. So that's something to think about. But ultimately, a lot has changed where a lot of these retailers are now starting to do marketplaces. And that means that they're sticking to their proven model, but they like the concept of not getting rid of you guys if they can't buy from you at that moment. And then you could be on their website and you get benefits from being on, say, Target.com, because you can sell stuff, but it's not a purchase order. You don't make as much money. And then they can eventually pick and choose which products are succeeding. You're basically supporting them without charging them, and it works out for them. And also it keeps them relevant in the game. What my point is they're evolving, they're changing, they have money. These are real big hitters. They are not going to go away. Now, there's a lot of department stores and all sorts of different types of retailers. A lot of people consistently will go eat food at grocery stores. Those are going to be around. That's why there's so many. Gas station. There's a lot of stores that are going to stick around. Furniture, you got to sit in a chair before you buy it a lot of time. There's a lot of products that are doing well. Fashion, even though they have up and coming new technology, I still want to check out some clothes on my body. They're here for a while, at least through your lifetime. So let's just hang out with that. Some will go away for sure, just like any business. And guess what's happening? Internet marketers are buying up. That's just one example. Or investor companies are buying them up and re-establishing them either online or in another way. They're paying cash for a entire website and company that has a lot of clients who've been buying from them for years. Somebody else will take over all these big names and brands, and they've been doing it. I know one company alone that has bought a bunch of these online websites and are selling products on their websites. Pier 1 is an example of that. They went under, somebody bought the whole business, and they're generally online, and they kept a couple buyers. And so it's working. It's different. It's not the same. It's not the retail CEOs and the whole thing. It's different. I personally wish that the retail people will spy back and we keep it beautiful, because it's getting harder for you to sell to them because they're primarily looking for lots of people, viewerships to their site, and not always looking for the best new interesting innovation. Maybe they'll eventually fix it, but as of now, the thing I loved about retail was the creativity of it all. There's so many new products, new interesting stuff. So now the retailers have gone from buying products from mass manufacturers, and now they're starting to deal with competition tremendously, which is enabling people like you to get new interesting stuff in stores. And what they're doing is they're shifting toward a new economy where it's a lot of new interesting innovation. A lot of small businesses are able to get into chain stores now, which is going to be really fun for you to watch. They're going to keep expanding and allowing more stuff to be online. They're going to keep buying stuff for their stores, a lot of online stuff. They can test more products online. They couldn't do that before when I was even there, where the websites didn't even count. And now the internet's important. But if you look at the stats, about 80 to 90% of all products are still sold in stores, physical stores. And it will change, but not for a long time. Utilize the fear of your friends and neighbors who think that retail is going under, and go to stores and then have less competition, because people like I did a video just recently about how some guy put a product, an invention on Amazon, right, instead of physical stores, and had to go shut down. I think it was 1,200 different copycats, right? Where physical stores, if the buyers and the websites are run by them, they're more corporate. They definitely have to be more careful for their particular site. It's a little less agonizing, right? Because it's if I walk away from them, they're going to take my business from me completely. At least on these sites, you're a little bit more protected than others. There is some protocol there. It's a little bit more organized, and I could say a lot more about that. Bottom line is enjoy the ride. This is a really amazing time for small companies to sell to big chain stores. It's an amazing time. I'm so excited for you. It's a really great time for you. If you don't believe me, look around. There's still a lot of stores open. The other ones, look at them. Who's going to buy them? Bed Bath & Beyond just went under. Someone's going to pick it up and shift it around. They already have the website back up. They're doing things and changing. And people mess up in business all the time. They spend too much on inventory. Maybe their buyers weren't buying the right things. It's a tricky game. So lighten up on everybody dying and the world ending, and try and have some fun with this new reality where they're even letting you be on marketplaces. We didn't have any of that back then. Again, I personally know the real money comes when a buyer is giving you money for an order, which is a purchase order, which is what we teach with our Retail MBA training system and coaching system. I coach these programs and teach you how to get into stores very quickly in a fraction of the time and cost. No guarantees you'll get into stores. I haven't seen your product. I don't know if it's garbage. It's wonderful. I don't know. But if you believe in it, I'm here to support you. And I'm just excited to have these conversations with you. And that hopefully will give you a little love about retail. I personally believe that even if the shift occurs, someone will put the site back up. And until then, these big dogs are fighting. They're fighting for their life. And how do I know about Walmart and them calling all the Walmart sellers? I was there. That was a time when I was selling to a lot of Amazon sellers, and they were all asking me, why is Walmart calling me? I heard countless conversations. So it's been fun for me to see the economy shift. And I'm very proud of retail, and I love retail. And the irony is, I'm not a big shopper, and I never really cared about glam stuff, honestly, I swear. I find it ironic that I just like the possibility of seeing your physical product in a store. I find it fascinating. I experienced it. I know what it's like. I like that you create something, maybe you have a passion project and you just want the world to have access to it, or whatever it is, or maybe you have kids and family and you're just trying to start a business so you don't have to deal with your boss anymore. Whatever the reason, maybe you're tired of your competitor crushing it with products and you want to do it. Whatever your reason, there are opportunities out there for you to succeed. And don't ignore retail, please. It's tremendous. It's a tremendous opportunity. Karen Waksman, Retail MBA. Thanks so much.